Hi there. So, if your contact center is fielding thousands of calls every day, every week, every month, and you're looking for a way to organize this data or make sense of it, just try to get some general understanding of why your customers are calling into the contact center, then you're in the right place. Topic analysis is definitely the feature for that. So, in this video, I'm going to cover MiaRec's new large language model based topic analysis. I'm going to show you how this new feature is a progression from a previous version of topic analysis, which is keyword based, so that we'll have an understanding of just how impactful this can be for your contact center. So let's dive in really quickly. So topic analysis basically is going to categorize your calls for you based on what's talked about in the call. So you can see here's an example of a call where some topics have already been assigned to it. So you can see here the topics are like competitors mentioned, frustration, order cancellation, pricing inquiry, problem with service, and request refund. So just by looking at these topics, we already know this is not a good call. We're probably losing business, and this customer is not happy, right? And the technology will also tell you specifically where within the transcript, something was said towards where the AI attributed this topic to that specific call, right? So that's the power of topic analysis on a singular level, but then obviously you want to see an aggregate level. So that's when you can go to the MiaRec dashboard here for the topic analysis. And this is going to show you how many calls are coming in for each topic over any specified time range, whether that be a day, week, month, whatever, right? So now you can see what are the most common reasons my customers are calling in. How many times are people calling in with a problem with their service or asking about order placement? Or how many times are my customers calling in when they're frustrated, right? So all of this data is super, super useful because you can dig into any of these topics, listen to the calls, maybe read the call summaries, and just figure out what's going on with all of these kind of subsets of your call volume. So a ton of use cases here, and it's really, really powerful data. Now, large language model topic analysis is a huge advancement from a previous version, which was keyword-based topic analysis. So to understand the new one, I think it's important to cover kind of how the old one works. So I'll show you that. So here's a look at an old kind of setup of previous version of keyword match topic analysis. So I'll show you how this is set up. So I'll use this topic, lack of knowledge, as an example. So whenever you were building topics for keyword-based models, it was a really manual process. So you had to name your topic, but more importantly, what you had to do is you had to think of all of the possible ways in which someone would say something that would indicate that maybe an agent had a lack of knowledge, like this example. So basically what we're saying here is this topic is when an agent didn't know how to help someone. So we thought, okay, maybe an agent would say something like beats me, or I don't know, I guess so. Let me call you later. And as you can see here, you kind of have to use some syntax expressions to set these up. So it's basically like if they say, let me call you a little bit later, then this one would be sufficient. So obviously the problem here is we can't think of every single possible way in which an agent would say something that would demonstrate lack of knowledge, right? Some examples that aren't listed here are like, that's a good question. Or let me check our website, or let me check my documentation. Let me ask my colleague, right? So all of those statements are indicative of an agent having lack of knowledge, yet they're not on this list. So if they're not on the list, then that topic wouldn't populate that specific call if the agent didn't say it exactly like that, right? So it was a good version of topic analysis. It caught a lot of the calls that did show stuff like this, but I mean it was obviously really limited and missed a lot, which is having you miss a lot of insights from your call data. Right. So the improvement here now with generative AI based topic analysis or large language model based topic analysis, I'll go back here and we'll open up this same topic of lack of knowledge. So looking at this, same thing, you just need to name your topic, but instead of making a list of good words essentially that you think would kind of attribute to this specific topic, all you need to do now is tell the AI the general kind of context of what you want this topic to be about. So instead of the list, now we just said this topic represents moments in the conversation where the agent was not able to provide assistance to the customers due to lack of agent knowledge, right? Now, the generative AI is smart enough to look at the entire context of the conversation, and it can pick out places where the agent demonstrates lack of knowledge. Doesn't matter the phrasing, doesn't matter how the agent says it. It doesn't have to be on a keyword list, right? It's just a really general kind of sense of the, the overall kind of context of the conversation, right? So topic analysis now is much more accurate, much easier to set up, And I mean, it's just more fun if I'm being honest, and you're going to get much stronger insights and more accurate insights from your call data. We have our topics here. You can see all these are being assigned automatically by AI. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. We're excited. And just some other things to look out for, like, a lot of vendors have this specific technology, but they just refer to it in different names like moments or key points or key phrases, right? But the important thing is, it is at its core topic analysis. And yeah, I think it's really important whenever you're looking for technology like this to understand what is the technology behind the feature, right? Is it keyword based? Is it LLM based, right? So with ours, it's large language model based, therefore much easier to use and much more accurate.